on tight, buckle in. A lot of pace, a lot of speed between these two teams.
No doubt about it, Kevin. And if you like popcorn, you better be able to eat it with your head up, because this one will be fast and furious.
Well, then you're talking about yourself, because our fans probably don't know this, but you're eating popcorn all the time during these games.
Hey, I love popcorn, and there's nothing like enjoying fresh popcorn in an arena. It doesn't get better than that.
I know it. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Green, and it's Simmons in at the small forward spot.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
Now here's Curry. Outside, Simmons. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
An excellent score off the dribble. Wiggins starting to excel in the catch-and-shoot game, too.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown. Both sides have walked away with a win in this season's series. I talked with Coach about that, and he said they got us once, but we can say the same for them. One thing's for sure, we don't fear the big bad Warriors anymore. We'll see how chesty they are once the game starts, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
It helps when Seth Curry is on the attack. He wants to get as close to the rim as possible.
Curry passes to Oubre. And here's Wiggins. Pass to Chris. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Inside. And slam dunk by Harris.
I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Oubre. Here's Chris. And the Warriors miss again. 76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Curry against Curry. It's Curry with the drive.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here's Simmons, and it goes down 2 points.
Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can, at times, be unstoppable.
Shooting one.
That one misses for Simmons. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Harris dishes to Green.
Good discipline on defense. Wiggins right on top of it the whole way.
Green, no luck. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Wiggins passes to Curry. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Curry. Green taking his time here. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Embiid. Tries again. And he lays it up and in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Chris pass to Oubre. Outside Curry. Fires the three. The shot off that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Green kicks to Simmons. The pass to Harris. Outside, Simmons. Shoots from the block. That's good on the jump shot. He's got 8. Here's Curry. He has 5. Pass to Oubre. Fires from the wing. And the shot is good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Curry dishes to Simmons. It's stolen by Green. Simmons against Oubre. Simmons pulls it in.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Wiggins. 76ers getting the bucket. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Harris. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They lead by 4. Curry passes to Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And you look at Joel Embiid, Clark, for a player standing 7'2", probably close to 300 pounds. You've got to be impressed with how well he moves out there.
And, Kevin, that's the first and most eye-catching thing about him when I watch him, is how nimble he is for his size. And you notice it at the offensive end because he's got great skills and footwork. But defensively, he doesn't pick up a lot of cheap fouls despite having the primary role of rim protector for his team.
Well, a free throw drops for Embiid. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question. I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
And he makes both free throws.
You know, guys, it's not surprising to hear that Joel Embiid gets a lot of inspiration from Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Both came to the game late. Both represent the continent of Africa. And Embiid really kind of modeled his game after Hakeem, and that's a heck of a model.
It's Curry outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Simmons. Jumps up, and Simmons slams it in.
Simmons doing a nice job there mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult for the opposition, and that's a mindset but also activity and energy display.
Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Chris with it. Embiid's there. Back to Oubre. Clock at 6. Curry fires from way outside. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And when he first came to America, you know, what a great story this is. Embiid's coach in Cameroon sent him a DVD of Hakeem's highlights.
And that was a good start for Embiid, and good work by you, Kevin, to dig up that factoid. Very nicely done. But you're right. Embiid said he watched that tape every day for 3 years, and you can see evidence of him watching that tape and how he plays.
And here is Simmons after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Oubre against Harris. Kicks it to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. There's Green with the 3. The shot that time not on target. So Golden State will take it the other way.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Harris finds Curry. Offensive rebound. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Danny Green. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. You look at Green, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And, of course, Seth Curry. He's another player that shoots it extremely well from outside.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of horse. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Here's Pascal. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Harris. The 76ers leading by 7. Curry kicks to Simmons. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Curry. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Curry against Curry. Outside Curry. Pass to Harris. Over Curry. That's good from Harris on the assist by Curry. And the 76ers lead by 7. Warriors shooting 42% to begin this game. Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? We'll just have to wait and see.
Simmons, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kelly Oubre.
You look at Ben Simmons, and it's easy to compare him somewhat to LeBron James because he's a walking triple-double threat every game, and quite honestly, I think he's only going to get better, especially if he adds a jump shot.
That one is off. Do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decades.
Here's Pascal. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. To the inside. Curry passes to Chris. Embiid with the steal. To the middle. Here's Simmons. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's He's shooting 78%.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
You really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Back to Curry. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by Harris.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Embiid. Second chance shot, and it's good on the lay-in. Embiid's got 8.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Harris kicks to Curry. Pass to Milton. The 3-ball. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And the Warriors miss again.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Harris's shot is off.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. 13 points in the game.
And Kevin, that 3-ball of Curry, deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No good from Simmons. Curry against Curry. It's stolen by Curry. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he makes the first.
And just like his brother Seth is an impressive bucket getter. I mean, somebody whose role is to shoot and score the ball.
And both free throws good for Curry.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Curry way outside, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a rare feat indeed. And Steph Curry, one of the few who have done it, talked about that challenge.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shots, you're going to have some tough shots, but having that level of consistency and accuracy over the course of 82 games is unbelievably hard.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Tobias Harris is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Milton in at the 2-guard spot. Count it.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
The pass to Harris. There's the dish to Howard. Second shot opportunity. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors.
Hey, I tell you what, that's a pretty good foul because Howard is a major threat when he's that close to the bucket, but he's a poor free throw shooter. Make him earn it at the line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
The first free throw is good. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
Here's Simmons. Following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Here's Harris. The 76ers again can't hit it.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Knocked loose. Lee with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Curry against Lee. Pass to Curry. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Man, I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
Now here's Curry. With some arc. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 13. Curry deciding where to go with it. Unable to get that one. Simmons with the defensive effort. And so Curry will bring it up for Philadelphia. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Harris, good.
Boy, he's an elite shooter with a lot of sweet spots. Defenses have to mark and keep an eye on Harris from mid-range.
Now here's Lee. Outside Curry. Curry with another miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Harris. To the paint. Here's Howard. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
And you know what? There's no question about it. Dwight Howard still has it going on inside.
Now here's Curry. 15 points in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Warriors trail by 17. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Down low, out to Lee. Golden State moving the ball around. And that one's good. Wiggins. Wiggins has got 4 this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Simmons. 17 points in the game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. I mean, really skilled at making the defense get a little shaky when he has the ball. Boy, you look at Ben Simmons and that great body of his and the skills of a guard. That is an incredibly unique combination.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from Simmons. And Clark standing 6'10". Has there ever been a player Ben Simmons' size or bigger who could handle and pass like this?
I really don't think so, Kevin. Obviously, LeBron is 2 inches shorter and probably 15 pounds heavier. Giannis is more of a scorer than a passer and facilitator. Magic Johnson was the first of the true 6'8"-ish point guards. He might be the closest when you look at Ben Simmons, but man, he's special because of that size and passing ability.
Bowman. Burks covering.
Screen.
Shoots. That one off the back iron and out.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Now here's Lee, following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. The 76ers leading by 17. Outside, Simmons. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Bowman passes to Looney. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Alec Burks. The Warriors shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Looney. Well, name some traits that make for a great team leader. You've been in that role. What did you like and embrace, and what have you seen from others?
Well, I think it starts with humility, a real sense of who you are and what your role is on the team as a leader, and then a really good example setter. I think those qualities are essential. Humility speaks to selflessness, but also being one that holds yourself accountable too.
And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job, pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization.
Here's Lee. His last outing, he had 8 points. And stolen by Simmons.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Green deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Oubre. Right wing, 6 to shoot. Here's Bowman. Moves back up. Looney. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Here's a look at some stats for Ben Simmons. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season put up about 17 points per, 7 assists, and 9 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
That free throw, no good.
And the size of the Sixers can present matchup problems for opposing teams.
Well, you think about the 2 critical positions, a 6'10" point guard and a 7'2" center, and both are uber talented. That's a huge advantage, a unique advantage for Philadelphia.
He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Hey, help me out, man.
Here's Thibault, covered by Lee.
Go, Harris.
And they double up Simmons. Here's Thibault, still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's Looney with the rebound. Lee goes in. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Simmons left side. The fader. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, Greg, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
Yep, that one goes. Simmons got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Warriors trail by 20. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside, Green. And the pass to Oubre. Golden State moving the ball around to the wing right side. Bowman passes to Oubre. Misses the 3. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Detroit Pistons. And the shot goes in. 10 points for Tobias Harris.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Checked in for the 76ers.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Embiid. Coming off a terrific season. 2nd in rebounding, 4th in scoring, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. And a wide open look for Lee. And the Warriors miss again.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Burks on the wing. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. Here's Howard. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Bowman passes to Oubre. Pass to Looney. Out to Lee. Bowman. Burks covering. Here's Bowman. Green breaking loose. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Howard. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Shooting 1.
Warriors shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Bowman. Burks covering. Oubre outside. And nothing is falling for him right now. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Here's Thibault. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
And the 76ers making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In third, the Warriors.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Bowman. Burks covering. Pass to Oubre. Golden State moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Passes to Lee. They need this one. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Howard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Poked away. Over to the wing. Here's Thibault. Trains it from beyond the arc. Thibault's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Warriors shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Bowman passes to Green. To the inside. Oubre, good. Oubre's got his second bucket.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Here's Thibault. Another shot. Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to Brooklyn. Outside Curry. Chris up top. He's guarded by Howard. Here's Looney. Shot from the top of the key. Good on the jump shot. 6 points for Kelly Oubre.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now the pass to Thibault. Here's Korkmaz. Embiid with it. 8 points for him. Now Burks. Can't cash in from the high post.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 18 points.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Here's Embiid. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. With Draymond Green, Draymond rebounding a bit of a struggle. How do you improve that?
Hit your man, get 5 guys to the boards. Guards get in there and clean up those boards that's loose, but our big guys got to hold our mans off, and we've been doing that this half.
We'll see if all 5 can get you more boards in that second half, Dre. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 25 points, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
With everything Ben Simmons gives you, the scoring is gravy. But in the first half, he was aggressive with his offense, getting his shots to go down. A welcome sight for this team.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've got Green. Wiggins is out there with Curry. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Chris in at the center filling out the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. One thing about Curry you have to admire. Oh!
My goodness. Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Hey, yo, get on Draymond.
Green against Green. It's deflected. Kicks it out to Wiggins. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 8th rebound here tonight. The drive.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
And, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
Curry against Curry. From downtown, and another 3 for Golden State.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Simmons. 27 points for him. The teardrop falls in. Simmons got 29 in the game.
And Simmons so deft with the floater, freezing the defense completely.
Curry kicks to Wiggins. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Dishes it to Curry. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. He feeds it to Embiid. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And it goes on Draymond Green.
The big man is so skilled and has such an infectious personality. Joel Embiid is hard not to love. mean, he just oozes that kind of attraction. And his potential, unlimited.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Embiid drops them both. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Warriors have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Curry against Curry. And the rejection by Embiid.
That long reach of Embiid's is a real asset on defense. Covers a lot of territory and knows how to snuff out shooters.
Just 4 to shoot. Launches a 3. Good D by Embiid.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Curry against Curry. The shot by Curry, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Wiggins slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Ben Simmons.
Boy, what a strong finisher Wiggins is. Try to get physical with him, and he powers right through you.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 1.
Free throw good, Wiggins.
Well, you know, it's not been easy for Andrew Wiggins the last few seasons, guys. The production has just fallen short of expectations. He was a #1 pick back in his draft class and really has struggled to live up to what the fans have expected him to be.
And with Wiggins, he's clearly a talented player, Clark, but people just want more from him.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and a lot of it is a matter of consistency. And when the expectations are high, being a former overall #1 pick, that pressure can affect you. But I think if Wiggins can just lock into being consistent, all of that will subside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And now here's Chris. Oubre passes to Green. Inside, here's Curry. No good on that one. Curry with some nice D. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and, boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder
in score.
He hits both from the stripe. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although
right.
a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
The finish, and Wiggins throws it down hard.
Making the impossible look easy. Wiggins with the great creativity in the air. He typically hangs in the air a little longer than the average bird, though.
Now here's Simmons. He has 31. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
And here is Curry. 21 points in the game. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 24.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Curry looking it over. Simmons finds Harris. Unloads from 13. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Curry. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. For Philadelphia, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Curry passes to Embiid. Back to Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And it goes on Draymond Green.
You know, it's hard to know what Seth's going to do when he pulls up this close. He's excellent at making the defense uncomfortable.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
You know, after the Sixers were knocked out in the second round for the second straight year, there was some speculation, and I think unmerited, whether Brett Brown might be let go as head coach. The players voiced their support and made the decision easier to bring him back, and I think it was the right one. He's done a fantastic job as the leader of the Sixers.
And both free throws good for Curry. And Coach Brown, Clark, captained the ship through some real rough times in the beginning.
And, you know, Kevin, I think for that reason and the job he's done here recently, he's earned the right to see this thing through. It's a result-oriented profession. I know that, and I understand it. But this is a team built to contend, and that's the expectation. And I'd like to see Brett Brown have a chance to bring it to full fruition.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the 76ers.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
The first one falls. Good on both. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Harris outside. Goes up at the stripe. Another miss by Philadelphia. Golden State's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Pass to Chris. Here's Pascal. Curry fires from way outside. And the Warriors miss again. And Curry has it in the corner. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
You know, the staple of Seth Curry's game is shooting the ball off the catch.
Pass to Bowman. Chris with it. Now defended by Embiid. Here's Curry with the 3. No good that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Harris passes to Milton. Harris inside. Misses the layup. The Warriors shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Releases from 15. Here's Chris. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
Here's Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist in this one.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And how about the decision-making of Curry? Not just a go-to scorer, also a skilled orchestrator who picks the defense apart with his passing.
Here's Milton. Harris, right side. Here's Embiid. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
That's big boy strength, real big boy strength. Embiid is so good at fighting through whatever challenges the defenses present.
Now here's Curry. 24 points for him. Out to Chris. From deep. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Milton the pass to Embiid. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Embiid's got 8 here in the quarter.
Tell you what, the offensive game of Embiid, ridiculous. He can score in so many ways.
It's Curry with the drive. Passes it to Pascal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. Down the first one.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Then for the 76ers, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Harris. And it's Burks in for Curry. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So here's Burks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
When Simmons is driving inside, I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
Wiggins with it. He's got 16. It's Curry outside. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 11 rebounds in the game. Burks against Curry. Burks the pass to Milton. Back to Burks. It's stolen by Curry. Oh, and here comes Curry all alone. Lays it in off the breakaway. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
And Curry making his presence felt
on D with the steal leading to the break. He finds ways to impact games with far more than just his shooting.
And you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Just 5 to shoot. Stolen away. To the middle. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
The 76ers shooting it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Pass to Burks. There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. They grab their own miss, and it's Howard finishing it off.
To me, this is Howard's specialty. This is his bread and butter thing here. We all know this guy loves to throw it down whenever he can, and he's pretty good at it.
Now here's Curry, 32 points in the game. A three-pointer, Wiggins, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
After hitting 1-3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
And Howard with the stuff.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Burks with the steal. And oh, here we go. Burks got it. The fast break chance. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Alec Burks. Scott is out there with Howard. And it's Thibault in at the 2. Here's Thibault. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Curry. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. Do you like that?
Yes and no. I think you have two separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have. And then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So, no, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. Now, here's Howard. Can't throw it down with one hand. 3-on-3. Count that bucket. 95. Here's Thibault. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Scott dishes to Burks. Howard, the pass to Thibault. And Scott has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. Burks for 3. Curry with the defensive effort. And here's the fast break. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Now, here's Scott. Here's Thibault. Unloads from 13. Nice jump shot. Good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Curry against Burks. Bender with a wide open look. They get it back.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Burks looking around. Clark, you and I are amazed at how the global interest of the NBA has just gone through the roof. The league has made a lot of right moves, I think, in this area.
They sure have, Kevin. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the international reached through what coaches in this country have done in teaching the game and promoting the game. Not just coaches, but players as well. I think there's something about the game of basketball that just really transcends cultures. The pace of the game, the personality of the players, the creativity of the game, all of that lends itself to being so popular globally.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good.
What a family of shooters the Currys are. Dell, Seth, Steph, they can all shoot the lights out, but if they have a family three-point contest, I think I'd have to go with this man here. I think I'm going with Steph.
And so he hits both. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Thibault. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Wanting to improve as a distributor, Howard helps whenever he dishes it like that. Just opens things up for him and his team.
Curry is inside. Burks covering. That one good for 2. Curry's got 38 points.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
To the paint. And Howard with the stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that Howard is really good at staying aggressive when he knows he's hot. In attack mode on the offensive end.
Here's Looney. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about a market size, nightlife for some guys is important, business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles, season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
2.
That free throw missing. Zaire Smith, he's checked in for Alec Burks. And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Here's Thibault. Second chance effort. Scott, good. Scott's got his first basket of the night.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds.
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
Thibault, the shot's good. Thibault's got 6 in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. To the inside, Smailagic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Dwight Howard. Good on that one. Robinson's checked in for the 76ers. That one is no good. Clark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep three at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter three if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that three more in line or symmetrical with the deep three at the top. I kind of like having a short corner three.
I agree with you. And the Warriors with possession here. Philadelphia able to drain the three. 2 on the clock. Poole no good. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Korkmaz passes to Scott. He doesn't hit that one. The Warriors go the other way with it. Bowman covered by Smith. Here's Bowman. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Scott can't get it to go.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Poole the pass to Bowman. Smailagic. He's guarded by Howard. Here's Bowman. And the Warriors miss again.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Smith kicks to Korkmaz. Back to Smith. Knocks it loose. The 76ers need to get off a shot. They get the rebound. Here's Howard. Can't connect from short range. The Warriors have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Poole no good. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Korkmaz. Clark, a lot of fans ask us what qualifies as a legal screen versus a moving screen. They feel there's a lot of gray area there. What do you think?
Well, I think there is some gray area because the problem you have, one of the problems is a number of veterans out there have become really masters at getting a little extra into their screen, which borders on illegal and many times is. So the league is doing a pretty good job of clarifying. And if you're moving your lower or upper body to help a teammate with your screen, then that should be called. And most times it is called as illegal. A hip check, a shoulder, any of that to set a screen is illegal.
Philadelphia with the ball. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. Here's Robinson. Warriors with the rebound. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now they need a basket.
And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Monday, they're off to Toronto to face the Raptors. The first one falls, and Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions, and the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
That was a strong dunk.
Boy, you gotta love the unselfish play of Bender. When he sees a teammate wide open, he doesn't hesitate at all to whip the ball over to him.
Smith surveying the D. Passes it to Embiid. Back to Smith. Fires at the elbow. Misses off the left iron. The Warriors have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Here's Poole, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And the first one at the line is good. Clark, for a couple of years now, the NBA has released the last 2 minutes report detailing missed calls in any game. Does it hurt the officials to have that information out there?
I don't think it hurts. It's not always comfortable, but I like the transparency of the move. I really do. I think when we're transparent about the human nature of what we do as broadcasters or referees or players or coaches, I think it makes for a better product. So I'm in favor of that.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. And there's the pass to Embiid. Back to Smith. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. The Warriors shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Defended by Scott. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Philadelphia.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Take a break. And in an up-and-down season series, tonight's victory will mark the final battle of the year between these two. They end up finishing with a 2-1 winning record against the Warriors.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Both free throws good from Smith. Clark, any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things? Incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines, and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories. But I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
Here's Embiid and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, I tell you what, so hard to guard all that size. I mean, Embiid is an absolute monster, and he knows how to draw fouls, too.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. On offense, here are the Warriors. Bowman, covered by Smith. 30 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Poole. 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Smith outside. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the fun. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. I like this tonight, Smitty. We have veteran leadership on both teams. When you were a rookie in the NBA, who was your mentor?
You know, Kevin, this is going to surprise you because everybody looks at guys kind of on the court. My mentor was Manute Bol. Really? I played nothing like Manute Bol, but I would tell you, Kevin, he was my mentor. He would grab me by the ear and twist it and tell me what I needed to do as far as a leadership standpoint.
I never would have guessed him, Smitty, never.
Kevin, I walked in with some shorts and a polo shirt in Miami. He grabbed my ear and said, "That's not professional. You better wear a suit." I'm like, Manute, it's 90 degrees. I had to wear a suit every game.
I like that story. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Green, and it's Simmons in at the small forward position. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist from Green.
Showing patience, taking time to read the defense. Draymond finds the open man.
Curry looking around. Simmons against Oubre. Shoots from the baseline. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
I think Simmons' understanding of the game is off the charts. He has a great feel and awareness on the court.
Now here's Curry. That shot missing.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And slam dunk by Harris.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Curry kicks to Oubre. And Embiid with the block. They get it back.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Outside, Green. Six on the shot clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Warriors have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. Two sides have split their meetings this season, and I asked Coach what he thought the difference between those two games were. He said, I know Philly loves to talk about the process. Well, in one game they processed us, and the next we processed them. I'm sure I'm not using that the right way, but the fact is we need to come out and play with fire tonight. No, Coach, you're not using that the right way, but we get your meaning. Guys.
Thanks so much, David. Now, here's Oubre. Curry deciding where to go with it. There's the three. And again, no good by Golden State.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Curry dishes to Green. Harris passes to Simmons. Steps back and fires. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Simmons got his second bucket of the game to go.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
It wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid. Stats for Embiid. Last season, he played outstanding. 2nd in rebounding, 4th in scoring, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Oubre against Curry. Pass to Simmons. Fades. The Warriors pull it in.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
We don't talk about it enough. Curry has unbelievable vision.
Embiid, the pass to Simmons. Back to Embiid. Green up on top. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
As a defender, you want to force Danny Green to put the ball on the floor. Can't let him catch and shoot.
Inside, here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Outside Curry. Harris outside. No good on that one. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Green passes to Wiggins. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Simmons on the wing. Harris against Curry. Left side Harris. Back to Simmons. Over Oubre. No good off the back of the rim. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And Wiggins throws it down.
You love Curry's command of this offense. The ability to pass with either hand.
Curry kicks to Harris. Back to Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Stephen Curry. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management and ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the team that you don't have a chance to win a championship.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good for Curry.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Here's Curry. Oubre, left side. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The 76ers trail by 3. Outside Curry. Down low, Embiid, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Wiggins passes to Oubre. Back to Wiggins. And it's Golden State with another.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
And Simmons kicks to Curry. On the wing, Harris. Over Green. Harris misses.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Wiggins against Green. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now. The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Harris against Green. With the fadeaway. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
The defense giving Draymond that look, and he took what they gave him.
Oubre against Curry. Pass to Simmons. Harris outside. Back to Simmons. From deep three-point range, Chris with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot. And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Harris dishes to Simmons. Back to Harris. Wiggins with some nice D.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Now Simmons, after Kelly Oubre missed from long range. Here's Embiid. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Warriors leading by 7. Green, the pass to Curry. The dish to Wiggins. Shoots over Curry. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 14.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers.
A moment here to see some numbers for Curry. Great showing for him last season. Averaged about 27 points a game last season. 5 assists and 5 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. In third, the Warriors.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Oubre outside. Back to Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Curry.
Can you believe it? He's missed every shot he's taken. Yet this team still continues to hold the lead.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Smitty, you played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality. Like on the free throw line, boxing out. Like going up for rebounds, they let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust, and they find their way.
That's good from Harris.
For a player this good, still in his 20s, Tobias Harris has been on an astonishing number of teams.
And Harris drops them both.
And for the Warriors, 5 straight finals appearances, something that hasn't been done since Bill Russell's Celtics of the 60s.
And those 5 appearances, Greg, produced 3 titles and was close to another one. Last year's finals not ending the way they wanted. Injuries certainly played a role. We'll see if they can make it back this season.
Here's Harris, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Back to Harris. That one, no good. Curry with the defensive effort.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Here's Oubre. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And the Warriors with possession here. 7-point differential. Green, the pass to Oubre. Now Chris. Now here's Curry. Wiggins surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Harris. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Harris has got 6 points.
Nice bucket. The polished inside game. Something Harris relies on.
Here's Wiggins. It's tipped, but they'll get another chance. Here's Green. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
With a nice combination of strength and elusiveness, Harris makes things difficult for the defenders inside.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him. And the Warriors making a change here. And Harris drops them both. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Curry passes to Chris. Here's Wiggins, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. He's got 16.
And you couldn't draw it up any better offensively. 8 buckets already in his first 10 attempts.
Here's Curry. The layup missed. Warriors leading by 5. Curry against Curry. And here is Curry. 1 second left. And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for the Golden State Warriors. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green talks about how it all meshes together.
The way I judge, whether we can play together or not is on the defensive end. I never really judge on the offensive end. It's about picking each other up on the defensive end and all being on the string.
You know, Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
Lee out there with Steph Curry. Then there's Oubre, and it's Pascal in at the 4-man position. That's the Warriors 5.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Now, here's Burks. 11 points last game. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Howard. And Looney sends it back.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
That one drops for him. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead for Philadelphia. They've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Now the pass to Embiid. And Looney sends it back.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Lee kicks to Curry. Back to Lee. Here's Looney. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
And you know what, Smitty? If you track his move, you can see how active Steph Curry is when trying to get open.
As a guard, it's so impressive to see how Curry moves and relocates to get a shot off. He works harder than everyone else in the league to free up that extra time and that daylight that he needs to get a shot up.
Steve, let me ask you what's better for a young player's development. Being on a worse team getting more minutes or being on a good team and getting fewer minutes?
You know, I think always getting a chance, Kevin, to play minutes is best for a younger guy. But if it's hurting the team, you don't want to see the coaching staff playing these younger guys just to get the one guy ready. I think you still have to think about the team. You have to have guys earn minutes, whether they're a rookie, whether they're a veteran or not, and I think that's better for young teams.
And the 76ers making a change here. Good on the second. Here's Milton. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit. Pass to Embiid. That's good from 17 feet away. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Burks against Curry. Looking to get back on track here. Rebound by the 76ers.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
Burks against Curry. The 11-footer. They get it again. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Joel Embiid.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Now here's Curry. Lee outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And the Warriors lead by 6. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Now, here's Burks. Tight defense on him.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Timeout called the Warriors. While we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Fourth, Joel Embiid, and of course, Stephen Curry.
And what an option either of those two guys give you. They're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And the layup's good off the glass. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
Stephen Curry feeding off the contact from the defense.
Kicks to Howard. Pass to Thibault. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Let's now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. Isn't it interesting, Smitty, we're seeing guys like Dirk and Vince Carter play into their 40s. I'm wondering if this is a byproduct of improved nutrition and conditioning, and if that accelerates this trend.
I think it does, Kevin. I also agree to add to that. I think the game is less physical. I think a lot of those guys are taking care of themselves, but when the game is not as physical, it's a lot more perimeter, you can play longer. I'm curious, Kevin, will anybody play into their 50s?
You know, wouldn't that be amazing? That's a good question. Now here's Lee. 8 points his last outing, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. To the inside, Curry goes up and lays it nice and easy. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, Steph is sneaky. Don't underestimate him inside.
Hilton the pass to Embiid. Here's Milton. Five on the clock. Shot on the wing. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Embiid.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
1 shot. 1 shot.
Well, free throw drops for Embiid.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Post. Looney on him.
The solid D from Looney, really disrupting the shot, using his reach to his advantage.
Lee. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The 76ers trail by 7. Thibault, the pass to Howard. Here's Thibault. Covered by Oubre. Unloads from 13. He squares up and sinks it. Thibault's got 4 points this quarter. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back. but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
Pass to Milton. Shot clock at 6. Back to Embiid. Over Oubre. Embiid, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Thibault, the pass to Howard. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. So far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And a really nice job by Howard to come up with the high percentage interior shot. His shot selection has been superb.
Looney, Lee outside. Golden State moving the ball around. Clock at 6. The pass to Curry. Lets it go from deep.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Milton the pass to Burks. Here's Thibault. This one for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Curry against Burks. They double team Curry. And it's Lee that time on the assist by Curry. Lee's got his third bucket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault. Great D that time from Curry. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Top of the key, Looney. Here's Pascal. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Outside Curry. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Milton the pass to Thibault. Burks with it. Softly drops in the floater. Burks has got 5.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Curry passes to Pascal. Lee with the ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 9.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Detroit Pistons. And they double up Embiid. Over Green, Howard trying to free himself up. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Embiid. Curry against Burks. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chris, he's checked in for Looney. Then for the 76ers, Harris is checked in for Joel Embiid. Simmons comes in for Shake Milton. And Curry subbed in for Burks. Outside Curry. Green dishes to Curry. Clock at 4. They double team Curry. Here's Chris. No good. And Philadelphia the other way now. In the corner, Simmons with it. Goes back up. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Howard.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Pass to Pascal. Over Simmons. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Pascal's got 8 points.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they really started to get it closer to the basket.
Simmons finds Harris. 1:35 left to play in the first half. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Monday, they're off to Toronto to face the Raptors. No good on the free throw.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Wiggins is checked in for the Warriors. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 16. Wing shot on the way, and it's sent back by Howard. Here's Thibault, covered by Wiggins. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Green against Simmons. Pass to Howard. Goes up again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really, Howard is so adept at drawing contact, using those bruising shoulders and muscular frame to his advantage.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths, shooting in the low 60s last season.
The first one falls.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And Draymond Green does so much on the floor. It's hard to quantify by any measurement.
And people have called Draymond a product of the system before. But I don't care where he is. Draymond is going to be a major impact with his defense and playmaking.
The Warriors have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
2.
free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Here is Howard. He's got 5. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Harris looking it over. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Seven-second difference. Shot and game clock. Wiggins outside. Chris in the post. Started by Howard. And Chris throws it down.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
On the wing, Harris. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And he makes the first. So he gets them both. Just 4 seconds left in the first half. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Andrew Wiggins led the way in the first half. He ended up with 17 points and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, I love that they were forceful at their offensive end. They got the shots they wanted. They played aggressively and got to the line. Strong attacking mindset. I like it. We'll see if they bring the same attitude in the second half, though.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's 5. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Green out there with Curry. And it's Simmons in at the 3 spot. He kicks it to Embiid. And stolen by Chris. Curry against Green. Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. Curry against Oubre. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, Green. From about 16. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Harris. Right side, Simmons. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And that's now 6 points for Ben Simmons. Warriors leading by 3. Curry outside. Drills the 3-pointer.
When you combine the usage with the accuracy, hard to think of a better 3-point shooter in NBA history. Steph Curry.
Now here's Curry. Passes to Simmons. He dishes it to Harris. Over Green. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Harris has got 12.
Just another shot in his arsenal. Tobias with the mid-range jumper.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Curry passes to Chris. And Chris throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. There's the pass to Embiid. Back to Simmons. Feet away. Bucket is good. 8 points for him.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
It's Curry outside. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Simmons passes to Curry. Simmons on the wing. Covered by Wiggins. That's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Second chance shot. Count that one. Wiggins has got 19 points.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Pass to Embiid. Curry passes to Chris. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 9 assists now tonight. Pass to Harris. Offensive rebound. Great D that time from Green.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Curry. Back to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Here's Simmons. Sweet little floater. Simmons got 6 here in this quarter.
And Simmons is so deft with the floater, freezing the D completely.
Pass to Wiggins. Over Green. And Chris throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Now here's Oubre. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Curry with it. Picked up by Harris. Curry against Harris. Wiggins from outside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by
Embiid. Yeah, and checking out some stats here for Ben Simmons. Coming off a terrific season. put up about 17 points a game, 7 assists and 9 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
They double team Curry. Wiggins outside. Shot clock at 5. With the shot. Again, Wiggins missing.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Well, at this point, it's undeniable that Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. You talk about guys like Ray Allen, he has passed up. That is big time.
Harris passes to Burks. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one. And the pass to Chris. Here's Looney. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Oubre outside. Chris kicks to Wiggins. Over Green. That one wide left. And there are no metrics to deny what Curry...
He went high.
That was nice. Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 19. Baseline try. And Simmons with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 6. Burks can't get it to go.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Wiggins kicks to Curry. They double team Curry. Back to Wiggins. Out to the right wing. Chris trains the three-pointer. Chris has got 11 points here in just the second half.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Oubre against Simmons. Shoots over Oubre. Here's Embiid. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now here's Curry. 14 points for him. Oubre outside. Pass to Wiggins. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And Simmons kicks to Burks. Here's Harris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the defender there a little out of position. Harris sees this, takes advantage, draws the foul.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And the 76ers making a change here. Howard's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Well, the former UCLA Bruin, Kevon Looney, not a top option, but he knows how to contribute.
I love the energy and movement that Looney plays with. Doesn't create a lot on his own, but he always picks his spots, and he can finish a play if you take your eye off him.
Oubre, good.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
Now here is Harris. 13 points in the game. And the shot goes in.
And you've got to give it to Harris, able to make subtle adjustments under defensive pressure.
Curry passes to basket. And it's sent back by Howard. Green inside. Covered by Wiggins. Here's Harris. And it's Looney with the rebound.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And he gets the bucket.
This is what Steph gives you. The sizzle and the steak. The highlights and the plays where he just grinds it out.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
He's jacked in for Green. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. You look at Green, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And, of course, Seth Curry, another sniper. He'll hurt you from three-point land.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of horse. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 12. Here's Howard. And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Bowman. Burks covering. Bowman passes to Wiggins. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry can't get it to go.
The effort from Looney on the offensive glass. A hustle player who really wills himself out there.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Philadelphia. Trailing by 13. Kicks it to Harris. The Warriors pull it in.
Get on Andrew.
Wiggins outside. Looney with the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 15.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Harris outside. To the middle. Here's Howard. And Looney sends it back. Pass to Bowman. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Warriors making a change here. Lee's checked in. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. .56 left to play in the third. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And that one's good. Simmons.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Passes it to Lee. Bowman. Guarded by Simmons. Clock is at 3. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Wiggins from outside. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. And the Warriors with possession here after Ben Simmons' bucket. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Warriors have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And so he hits the technical free throw. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. Simmons with the defensive effort. The 76ers trail by 15. Here's Harris, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
One and done coming out of Tennessee. Tobias has turned himself into a steady performer.
Bowman, guarded by Simmons. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. The shot, no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We have the chance now, folks. Let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Green is out there with Lee. And it's Pascal in at the 4 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Lee. Green up on top. They shoot again. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and